Konnichiwa and hello from Tokyo. Today we are flying the brand new Japan Airlines A350-1000 series back from Tokyo to Singapore. We arrived on the same plane. It was a very unmemorable flight, actually pretty bad. Very uninterested crew, terrible food selections, no welcome drinks. We only got served like 1 hour into the flight. So yeah, it wasn't the best experience, but this time we were on a daytime flight, so it should be a lot better. And today I'm traveling with editor Tom Goward as well, so it should be a fun flight back to Singapore. Let's go. Thanks to my One World Emerald status, we got access to the Japan Airlines first class lounge at Haneda. This isn't exactly the most exclusive lounge, like for example Singapore Airlines the private room, but overall the food is good with excellent beverage options and some gorgeous views over the apron. Hey. Japan Airlines A350-1000 has 54 seats in business class. In a staggered 1-to-1 configuration. Japan Airlines is indeed the launch customer for the Safran Unity product. These seats will also be installed on the upcoming Qantas Project Sunrise A350-1000, as well as Riyadh Air and Air India, who are working on a huge retrofit project using this exact model. There are even rumors that Emirates will be installing a variation of this seat on their upcoming Boeing 777X. Being a staggered configuration, some seats are close to the aisle and others would classify as a true window seat. Seat doors are 52 inches in height, which is the same as you will find on board Qatar Airways in Q suites, so this is to say they are very private. Alright, we've just taken off and welcome aboard this Japan Airlines A350-1000 flight to Singapore, around 6 hours. So let me give you a seat tour to see what this suite is like. I think it's very nice. Probably the best contender to the Qatar Airways Q suite, maybe even better. So let's have a look. Alright, let's start with the leg space here. So we got a bit of storage underneath the ottoman. And then the ottoman itself, very spacious amount of legroom here. And then to the right we have a wardrobe setup. So this opens up. It's this kind of translucent material with a little bit of a pattern on it. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's actually much nicer in person than it is on video. Neat. We got a shoe storage rack. Opens up like that. In terms of the hardware, it's actually quite nice. There's a lot of different materials and details, but I feel like it's aging a little bit too fast. As you can see, there's already a lot of scratch marks on this door. The same was on the inbound flight. And then as you can see here, a bit of material already starting to peel off. And then if you look closer to the leather upholstery, it's already starting to peel and scratch. So finish is definitely very nice, but I think it's aging a little bit on the fast side considering this is quite a new plane. Then of course there is more storage. We got this thing here that opens up, and then we also have a lot of power points here, headphone jack, USB-C, fast charger. more storage there with the tray that slides out, tilts around. Quite sturdy and functional. And then of course we've got another remote which we can use to control the in-flight entertainment system. Not the most responsive touchscreen, so it's not that useful, I feel, because the IFE itself is a touchscreen, so there's no actual need for a remote control in my opinion. The actual seat controls are all on the side here, so you control the lighting, the seat, core button. And then we also have these new electronic window shades, so they work very fast, as you can see, all the way dark. So it's a lot better than the Boeing 787 setup. Another exclusive feature of this seat is of course the built-in speakers in the headrest, so you can actually watch a movie and listen to the audio without putting your headphones on. It's actually pretty good. I've tried it out a few times. Of course you still hear the engine noise and the aircraft surroundings, but the audio is quite clear. It's pretty good, and it does the job if you just want a temporary break from your headphones. So yeah, it works. And over here in the air, the crew has unlatched the privacy doors. In terms of design, this is actually also pretty cool. There's a few different materials here. So you can see this pattern there, and then we got another textured material there. It's very hard to see on camera. And then we got some fake Alcantara and then a faux leather as well, which curves up. Japan Airlines A350 IFE is snappy and responsive, basically everything you'd expect from a modern in-flight entertainment system. While there are no pajamas offered on this flight, Japan Airlines does loan out cardigans, which you can use throughout the flight. Honestly, a much more sustainable option, I think. One thing lacking on JAL is the quantity of movies and TV shows on offer. If you're used to the vast selection of titles offered on board Emirates, Qatar Airways and Singapore Airlines, this selection will leave you wanting. The IFE can also be used to control your audio output, so passengers have the option to pair Bluetooth headphones, use a built-in headrest speakers, or simply enjoy audio the old-fashioned way. For lunch, I opted for the quote-unquote Western menu, which featured a sashimi-style bream and caviar salad to start, followed by a choice of beef fillet or Japanese rockfish. Then a strawberry matcha buttercream cake as dessert. I decided on the beef fillet, which was okay, but could have been heated better as it was lukewarm when it arrived. The strawberry matcha cake was tiny, good for my calorie intake, but also underwhelming. After having flown Japan Airlines first class, which in my opinion has one of the best in-air dining experiences, I had higher expectations for this flagship business class product. When reclining to bed mode, even the tallest among you should be happy, as the seat stretches into a 198cm long bed with plenty of room to wiggle your toes. On this medium-haul flight to Singapore, Japan Airlines provided a small but adequate amenity kit featuring eye mask, dental kit and earplugs, all packaged in a small pouch. Alright, we're just about to conclude our flight here on board the Japan Airlines A350-1000. To be honest, love the seat. It's very good. I think I may even prefer it over the Q Suite. In terms of service though, Japan Airlines is very much lagging behind. Very slow service. Took about an hour to even get drinks and food. I mean, it can't be that hard to deliver a welcome drink to passengers in business class, surely. Apart from that, the other thing with the bedding not being supplied on a 6-7 hour flight is a bit disappointing, because the seats are a tad hard. If you plan to sleep on this kind of route, it would be nice to do it in comfort. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.